What is up, you guys? I'm so excited for today's video because I have this obsession right now with tie-dye, clearly, but one specific style of tie-dye, and it is called ice tie-dye. It's basically where it's not a pattern of tie-dye. You don't use any elastics. You actually use ice, like ice cubes instead. Weird, I know, but it works. And it basically just blends the colors together, kind of like what I'm wearing right now. I did not make this one, I bought this. However, I have made a few for some upcoming merch that I'm doing, so I thought I will do a little quick, easy, super cheap tutorial of how you do it right at home. Super easy, guys, totally worth it. Better than spending all their money online. Times are tough right now with COVID. So, you're welcome. First things first, you're gonna take whatever clothing item you want. Before you tie-dye anything, you do want to wash the item beforehand. I'm not sure why, but it says to do that, and I've always done that, and I find that the color sticks better to the clothing. So, I do have a garbage bag down, or anything, newspaper, anything will do. Obviously, tie-dye stains very badly, which is why I will also be using some gloves. You want your item to be damp, so this sweater right here, it actually looks like this. It's just a plain white crew neck sweater. That is right here, it's already damp. Now, first things first, you'll wanna scrunch, okay? This is the scrunch method. You're not gonna be using elastics, you're not creating this pattern. You're literally going to scrunch the fabric together. So I take the sleeve, let's say, and I literally lie it down and I just scrunch it together. I'm gonna show you guys a close-up shot of this also so that you get an idea of what I mean by that. You actually want to have this on like a tray or something. I just let it sit in my sink, like hanging over top almost. Whoa. I actually have a baking sheet flipped upside down and then I put a garbage bag on it. You can use a drying rack, like one of those dish drying racks if you have one of those. Honestly, just anything. I've also seen people take their tie-dye items and just throw it in a garbage bag and let it sit like that overnight. But with the ice effect, you can't really do that. You need a surface for the clothing item to, hey Jocelyn. You need a surface for the clothing item to sit on, because what the ice does is it actually, as the ice melts, it drains the tie-dye that you put on top into the bottom of your fabric. And that's how it gets that really cool blending effect. So you need it to have a surface where like the water and ice can drain off of, if that makes sense. So that is the logic behind that. All right. I'm really scrunching this up here. So once your item is scrunched, I'm going to show you without ruining my masterpiece. It's all scrunched together. That's literally it. You don't need elastics, you don't need anything, and you're literally only putting tie-dye on the top of this because the ice does all the magic, does all the work for you. Glove it up. Oh, I ripped it with my nail. Fake nail problems. I actually got my tie-dye that I use for testers on Amazon. Super cheap. It actually came with a whole kit. You can get some gloves. Check it out. Shake your bottle really well. Make sure all the powder is dissolved from the bottom, which it's not. So sweet. All right, I'm gonna be using blue for this one because the person I'm making this for requested blue. When you just use one color, when the ice melts, because it's hard to explain, but because the dye isn't on everything, the ice blends it together. So you actually end up getting different tones of blue, almost like an ombre. So you can actually just use one color and get almost multiple colors. It's really cool. I'll show you guys, obviously. Now, you want to be pretty generous because of the scrunch effect. It doesn't matter where you put it. You're literally just going to cover the fabric wherever you feel your heart desires. which can be pretty scary actually, because you just never know what it's gonna turn out like. You wanna be generous. Get all the edges. All right, so I can't lift it too much because obviously there's some on the garbage can, but the whole top should be covered for the most part. You're gonna see bits of white, but that is the point, right? Because the ice is actually gonna blend that together, and you might wanna see some white. That's how you get that cool tie-dye effect. So I'm gonna grab some ice. Yes, literal ice cubes, and I will be right back. I am back with my tray of ice cubes. This is some serious ASMR for my ASMR lovers out there. I'm going to literally take your ice cubes and just place them on top. Just wherever your heart desires. You want to use, I use the entire tray, depending on how big the item is. And you want to cover all the area because you want to make sure that the ice is able, to melt through all the fabric. Looking at it in the camera, this looks so ridiculous, but I'm telling you, it's worth it. And you're probably wondering, how long does it take to last? Because obviously ice cube melting does take a while. You can leave tie-dye settling for up to 24 hours. So I usually leave it for minimum 12 hours. It usually takes about 8 to 12 hours for the ice to fully melt. So the longer you let your tie-dye sit and brew, if you must, the more it's gonna bake into the fabric, basically. I feel like that's kind of common sense. Wow, cool. Whee, ice cubes. Let it sit for 12 to 24 hours. I would suggest 24. When the ice is done, you actually just wash it. Wash it by itself, regular load, put it in the dryer, and that is how it sets the dye. So don't get excited or nervous when you first see it afterwards, because once you wash it and dry it, the colors kind of settle a little differently. So obviously I will take some videos to show you guys this process, and then you can let me know what you think at the end. Alright guys, I hope that tutorial was super simple, quick, easy. It made sense for you. I hope you liked these results. I know this is the style I like. I know a lot of people like other styles of tie-dye. Just to show you some reference, you can also use different colors as well. For this one that I made, I actually used pink, yellow, and orange, and obviously some of them, when colors blend, it makes red, as we learned in elementary school. That's what I did. I hope this helps. If you try it, let me know. Also, send me pictures on Instagram if you did. I would love to see what you guys come up with. But for now, I'm gonna head out of here. Leave a like on this video. It really helps me out, but I will see you guys next time. Bye.